In this pack, superstars are built and broken. Champions are crowned and legacies are cemented. Welcome to the home of WWE. In this video, we're going to talk about one of the greatest superstars ever. But before we get into that, if you love WWE and all things wrestling, then make sure to follow 4 more videos like this one. On this list, no. 1. The ultimate opportunist. This is someone who would do anything to win. When you think of the phrase ultimate opportunist, who comes to mind? For me, it's none other than the great Edge. The definition of an opportunist is a person who takes advantage of a situation to further their own interest. And that is exactly what Adam Copeland, aka Edge, has done throughout his career. Let's take a look at the Money in the Bank cash-in, arguably one of the most infamous moments in WWE history. Edge won the 2005 Money in the Bank ladder match and cashed in his contract the same night, defeating WWE Champion John Cena. It was the first time ever that a wrestler had won the Money in the Bank match and cashed in the briefcase in the same night. And to this day, only 2 wrestlers have been able to accomplish this feat. Edge, who did it twice, and the man who took the title off him, the great John Cena. If you want to see more videos like this one, then make sure you smash that like button. If you want to see more videos like this one, then make sure you smash that like button. No. 2. The superstar who made the MITB cash-in famous is already touched upon. Edge is the superstar who made the Money in the Bank cash-in famous. On June 2005, at the first ever Money in the Bank ladder match, Edge won the briefcase, and later that same night, cashed it in against WWE Champion John Cena, becoming the new WWE Champion. This moment changed the WWE Championship landscape forever. It showed that no matter how dominant a WWE Champion is, they could be defeated at any moment. And it also showed that the Money in the Bank briefcase is a legitimate championship that can be won and cashed in on at any moment. Edge cash-in was so shocking that it led to one of the biggest rivalries in WWE history between him and Cena. These 2 superstars went on to have an incredible rivalry that produced some of the best matches of their careers. So what makes Edge such a great opportunist? Well, it's simple. He's always looking for an advantage. He's always looking to capitalize on a situation to his benefit. Whether it's using the environment to his advantage or taking advantage of a distracted opponent, Edge is always looking for an edge. That's why he's one of the most successful wrestlers in WWE history with multiple world championships, tag team championships, and a spot in the WWE Hall of Fame. No. 3. A master of mind games. Edge was known for being a master of mind games. He would often get inside his opponents' heads before a match even started. He would taunt them, berate them, and do whatever he could to get them off their game. One of the best examples of this was his feud with The Undertaker at WrestleMania 24. In the weeks leading up to the match, Edge would go into The Undertaker's creepy old-school biker bar and trash the place. He would destroy the bar and leave messages for The Undertaker. All of this was designed to get under The Undertaker's skin, and it worked. The Undertaker came out at WrestleMania 24 looking for revenge, but it was Edge who came out on top in the end. Another example of Edge's mind games can be seen in his feud with John Cena. During their rivalry, Edge would often make fun of Cena's wife and do other things to try and get inside his head. Again, this was all part of Edge's strategy to get an advantage over his opponent. And it worked time and time again. So what makes Edge such a great mind game player? Well, it's his ability to get inside his opponent's heads before a match even starts. He knows how to push their buttons and make them react. And when he gets them to react, he's able to gain the advantage. No. 4. Multiple-time world champion. Throughout his career, Edge has won numerous world championships. He's been a WWE champion, a world heavyweight champion, and a universal champion. He's also held the Money in the Bank briefcase a record 3 times. What makes Edge such a great world champion is his ability to connect with the audience. He's a natural heel, which means he's able to make the audience boo him. When the audience hates you, you've done your job as a heel. Edge was also a very good promo, which meant he was able to get the audience to understand why he should be hated. He was also a great wrestler, which meant he was able to back up his promos with in-ring action. One of Edge's most famous world championship runs was his 2006 run as WWE Champion. During this run, he feuded with the likes of Cena, Rey Mysterio, and Mick Foley. He also had a lot of memorable moments, including cashing in his Money in the Bank briefcase on Cena at New Year's Revolution 2006 to retain his title. Overall, Edge's multiple World Championship reigns were a big part of what made him such a great superstar. He was able to connect with the audience, both as a heel and as a face. And he was also a great wrestler in promo. No, 5 made a miraculous return to the ring after suffering a career-ending injury. Many people thought they had seen the last of Edge, but in 2012 he made a miraculous return to the ring. Edge's injury happened in 2011 during a match against The Undertaker. He tore his Achilles tendon, and many doctors told him that he would never wrestle again. But Edge wasn't ready to give up. He worked hard in physical therapy and eventually made a miraculous recovery. Edge's return to the ring was a huge moment for WWE. Fans were going crazy and the energy in the arena was electric. Edge went on to have a successful return to WWE, feuding with the likes of Dolph Ziggler and The Shield. He also had a lot of memorable moments, including teaming up with Christian to defeat Ziggler and Big E at Extreme Rules 2013. Overall, Edge's return to the ring was one of the most inspiring stories in WWE history. He didn't let his injury defeat him, and he came back to have a successful second run in WWE. No, 6. Rated R Superstar. The Rated R Superstar is a nickname given to Edge because of his willingness to push the limits when it comes to in-ring action. He was unafraid to put his body on the line and do things that other wrestlers would undo. This earned him the respect of fans and fellow wrestlers alike. One of the most iconic moments of Edge's career is when he hit the legendary move, the Spear, off the top of the steel cage. This was during his feud with The Undertaker at WrestleMania 24. The image of Edge standing on top of the steel cage about to hit the spear is one of the most iconic images in WWE history. Edge's willingness to take risks in the ring also led to some of the most exciting matches of his career. One example is his match against Cena at SummerSlam 2006. This match was a back-and-forth affair with both wrestlers taking turns hitting each other with their signature moves. It was Edge's willingness to take risks that ultimately led him to victory in the match. So what makes Edge such a great Rated R superstar? Well, it's his willingness to push the limits when it comes to in-ring action. He was unafraid to put his body on the line and do things that other wrestlers would undo. And this earned him the respect of fans and fellow wrestlers alike. We hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, make sure to follow for more.